Happy WrestleMania week, everybody. This weekend is WrestleMania 41, and in today's video, I'm going to go over my predictions on who I think is winning on both night 1 and night 2. I'm JLD, and I'm a WWE content creator from New York City who does a lot of different wrestling content, from unboxings to vlogs to videos in WWE 2K. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. And if you like what you see at the end of the video, make sure you become a YouTube member to get early access to some of our videos. So WrestleMania 41 is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada this year, and I will actually be at the event, so most of my review will be live and in person. And there are 13 matches scheduled for this event, split into 2 different nights. Now, I don't expect this PLE to top WrestleMania 40, where Cody Rhodes finished the story, but I do hope that the main event for night 2, which is Cody Rhodes and John Cena, does take the cake and make it just an insane show. And it's already been announced which matches will be on night 1 and which matches will be in night 2. So for this video, I'm just going to go over each of them in the order that they are going to be happening, or at least scheduled to be happening. So without further ado, here are my WrestleMania 41 predictions. So for WrestleMania night 1, there are 7 matches scheduled for this event, and WrestleMania is going to be about like 4 hours each night. So not only are there going to be 6 or 7 matches each night, but they're probably going to do advertisements. They're going to do the Hall of Fame thing where they have the people walk onto their stars. They're going to do just advertisements of people that are at the event, celebrities and stuff, sports teams, and the entrances themselves are going to just be out of this world. That's also going to take some time during this event. So the first match scheduled for night 1 is the War Raiders versus Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and this is for the World Tag Team Championship. Now, back when I was watching wrestling back in the day, WrestleMania was the place where every title was on the line regardless of brand, and it seems like now they always do some sort of championship match the day before WrestleMania on the SmackDown or even on the Monday Night Raw before or after. I don't know why they do this now, but I don't know why this title match is on the line on WrestleMania, but not the WWE Tag Team Championships with the Street Profits. Regardless though, I think the War Raiders are going to win, and the reason for that is because Kofi and Kingston and Xavier Woods still have some beef with Big E in some way, shape, or form. I hope that the reason this match is at WrestleMania is because Big E is going to come out and cost Kofi and Xavier the match itself, causing a feud with the 3 of them down the line, maybe for Backlash. But in my personal opinion, the War Raiders are kind of just there, in my opinion, with the tag team title, so there's nothing really that I'm excited about with this match. I just hope that Big E is the reason this match goes crazy. So my result is the War Raiders are going to retain. Next up, we got Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and I personally think this is going to be a squash match. I think Jade Cargill is going to just wipe the floor with Naomi. I'm sure Naomi's going to get a few hits in during the match, but I think Jade is going to just wipe the floor with Naomi. It's going to be a very fast match, and it's going to just show that Jade is on top, especially as she goes maybe towards the women's world champion. I don't think she's going to go towards Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair anytime soon. I think she's going to go the route of Monday Night Raw. So in this match, I definitely think is going to be Jade Cargill. Next up, we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. It's a shame that Chad Gable does not have a match this year at WrestleMania, but I guess I'll take El Grande Americano as a consolation prize. And I'm so happy that El Grande Americano's character is just so over right now, because we all know it's Chad Gable, but it's just the funniest thing ever to differentiate between the two, all because Chad Gable got some doctor's notes. If there's any time to make Rey Mysterio a heel, it is now. But personally, I think El Grande Americano is going to get the win. But I saw a funny TikTok that apparently Chad Gable's going to come out during the match, and it turns out that somebody else is El Grande Americano, causing more confusion on who actually he is, which in turn Rey Mysterio is going to be distracted and Grande Americano is going to get the win. Maybe the LWO might make an appearance and help out, but I ultimately think it's just going to be a one-on-one with maybe that one Chad Gable distraction. So my guess is El Grande Americano is winning his match. Next up, we got LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship, and God, I am freaking excited for this, because this is Jacob Fatu's first WrestleMania appearance and it's for a championship match. I hope he wins it. Like, LA Knight is cool as the United States champion, but personally, Jacob Fatu with a title and bringing it home to the bloodline would make for crazy story time as he goes with Solo Sikoa. Now, there's other people thinking that LA Knight's going to retain because Solo Sikoa is going to distract Jacob Fatu, cause Jacob to lose. But I kind of want Jacob to win the title because it makes him look more on top. At that point, Jacob could say, Solo, I brought gold to the bloodline. What about you? And then that could cause their feud at Backlash or SummerSlam, wherever they want to do it. So as much as people are saying LA Knight's going to retain, I think Jacob Fatu is going to win the title. Next up, we got the highly anticipated Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. And I predicted a few months ago that Tiffany Stratton is going to retain as Charlotte Flair puts over Tiffany Stratton. But I feel like after all of the stuff going on with the personal beef behind the scenes, this is probably going to be match of the night. And I personally don't think it makes sense to have Charlotte win the title because she's already been a 14-time world champion. at least put Tiffany Stratton over in the process, because everybody loves Tiffy time, but they need to be over with Tiffany in terms of her title run and her in-ring skills, which she is with the prettiest moonsault ever, but this would solidify her as a great WWE superstar for the audience rather than just it's Tiffy time. And I think this is going to be match of the night because there's real life heat involved in this. So they're not only going to be just like competing against each other as workers, but they're probably going to put some receipts in there somehow. But if I had to guess, I think Tiffany Stratton's retaining and Charlotte Flair is going to put her over in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there might be a rematch at Backlash though. Next up, we got Gunther versus Jey Uso, and honestly, the buildup for this was kind of trash. Like, they made him become Crash Out Jey Uso. He's not even in the main event. And this past Monday on the Go Home episode, Jey Uso was kind of just there, just saying, oh, I'm gonna win. Like, there wasn't too much, there wasn't any fighting. Gunther entered in the beginning of the show while Jey Uso was in the middle. It just didn't make sense. So as far as the buildup, I wasn't really a fan of it, but I still think Jey Uso is gonna win because he has a lot of the crowd over with him. Plus, I have a feeling Gunther's probably going to take a break from WWE just for a little bit once he drops the title. And then finally, we got the main event of night one, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, with Paul Heyman in CM Punk's corner. Please keep in mind, this is a triple threat match, so there are no disqualifications, no countouts. It's only by pinfall or submission somebody could win. So because of that, anything can happen. And with Seth Rollins saying that Paul Heyman owes him a favor, and CM Punk's favor being that Paul Heyman needs to be by his side, and Roman Reigns just out for blood because of Seth Rollins' his betrayals going on with the Shield, I really think that Seth Rollins is going to become the new Paul Heyman guy. And in return, Seth Rollins is going to win this matchup, probably doing a curb stop to Roman, getting his revenge again. Because Seth Rollins and CM Punk have just gone at it nonstop already, from the Raw debut on Netflix to their steel cage match. I think Seth Rollins going to Roman Reigns might be a little more interesting, especially in the WrestleMania part. Roman Reigns has already had his main events winning non-stop, so I think Seth Rollins getting the pin on Roman would actually be pretty cool. Sorry, my tribal chief, I still acknowledge you. So Seth Rollins could become a Paul Heyman guy and go towards either the World Championship or the WWE title down the line, and then CM Punk and Roman Reigns could compete against each other as early as SummerSlam. So for main event night one, I got Seth Rollins winning. So that was night one. If you made it this far, subscribe to the channel if you can, and check out some JLD merch over at justlayingdown.com, where you can represent the Laying It Down podcast, the JLD Twitch stream, the JLD just merch in general. We got hats, hoodies, shirts, even water bottles. Go check it out today. Or our Etsy page, where we got wrestling sweatshirts for all occasions. So night two has 6 matches rather than 7, and I'm going to go over them in the same concept that I did with night one. So first up, we got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight, and this match I think is going to go good, but I don't think it's going to be match of the night. I think that Drew McIntyre is going to get this one because of the fact that he's just been crashing out his entire career since returning to WWE and losing to the Bloodline. And last year at WrestleMania 40, Damian Priest did cash in on Drew McIntyre, who was technically the World Heavyweight Champion, so it'll be nice for Drew McIntyre to get his revenge. I don't think there's anybody here that's going to interfere, so it's literally going to be just one-on-one. So if I had to personally pick who's winning, I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre. Also, before we get into the next match, Randy Orton was supposed to face Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, but there's been rumors that Randy Orton's going to have a mystery opponent. There's rumors that just the match completely was canceled. Let's see what happens as we get into WrestleMania this weekend. But if you had to pick Randy Orton's opponent for WrestleMania, comment below who would it be. Next up, we got the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. And for this one, honestly, I think Liv and Raquel are going to retain. I could see a heel turn where Bayley turns on Lyra Valkyria and then she goes after her at Backlash for the Intercontinental Championship. And as it's happening, you could hear Liv Morgan saying... Plus, I don't think they're going to give Lyra Valkyria 2 belts just yet, if at all. So I'm saying Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Bayley's going to turn on Lyra. Unless Roxanne Perez gets in the way somehow, which I thought was going to happen with Bayley versus Roxanne, but I guess plans were scrapped at that point. And the reason I think that Liv Morgan and Raquel are going to retain, because the next match is going to be the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship with Penta, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker. And for the love of God, please let Dominic Mysterio win this match, because I want to see him as champion, and I want to see Finn Balor get mad salty and pissed off because Dom won the title instead of him, even though in Dom's mind it's just him bringing the title to the Judgment Day. That could set up the eventual downfall where Dominic gets kicked out of the Judgment Day and Finn Balor wants to challenge him for the belt, and maybe Finn wins it, maybe he doesn't, but I don't know. But I personally think this is going to be match of the night. Add Penta's crazy luchador skills to Dominic's just sleazy tactics, to Finn Balor trying to betray Dominic at some point, maybe even trying to pin Dominic in the process, and Braun Breaker's just out of nowhere spears. This is going to be it. This is going to be the match we're all going to talk about for night 2. So if I had to pick, Dominic Mysterio for this one. Next up, we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Comment below who you think is going to be in the blue prime bottle, because every year there's always somebody in the prime bottle, whether it's KSI or IShowSpeed. Do you think it's going to be one of those two again, or do you think it's going to be somebody brand new? I feel like at this point, AJ Styles is going to help put over Logan Paul, because Logan Paul's lost the past two freaking WrestleManias. So I think it's finally time for Logan Paul to win one, and I think he can do that with the pulverizer on AJ Styles. As much as a lot of people have bad things to say about Logan Paul, his in-ring ability is absolutely wild, and I think Logan Paul could benefit from a WrestleMania win, even if it means that the prime bottle, whoever's in it, gets destroyed in the process, or it gets a Styles Clash or a phenomenal forearm. So for my pick, I think it's going to be Logan Paul that wins. Next up, we have the Women's World Championship triple threat match with Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. I personally think Io's retaining. If y'all paid attention to the past few weeks on Monday Night Raw, where Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair keep getting into each other's faces while Io Sky's kind of just on the side, and they just keep kind of brushing her off, pushing her face and all that. I feel like Rhea and Bianca are going to get too into it with each other, that Io's kind of just there, and Io somehow gets the pinfall and wins, setting up Backlash for Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, or maybe whoever wins from that too and Backlash will face Io Sky one-on-one again. We already seen Rhea Ripley win the title 2 times. We have not seen Bianca win it, but I don't think she's going to be winning it just yet. It's possible there might be something with the Jade Cargill situation where maybe Jade Cargill attacks Bianca before she ends up winning. Maybe Bianca also had something to do with the Jade Cargill attack, but I see no reason why Io Sky would drop the belt so quickly after winning it on a Monday Night Raw. So for that, I pick Io Sky as the winner. And finally, the main event of WrestleMania Night 2 is going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. As far as the build up to this rivalry, because of John Cena's limited schedule, it mainly consisted of the European tour where he spoke to the audience, and Cody Rhodes did maybe like one shit talking towards Cena, and that was it. But there wasn't too much in terms of fighting besides a single crossroads. Maybe that changes by this Friday SmackDown when they go face to face. John Cena is scheduled to appear at this Friday night SmackDown, but I don't think there's going to be too much involved with it. Now, in terms of the match, I think this is going to be a wild matchup with The Rock getting involved somehow. Maybe The Rock's music just plays out of nowhere when Cody's about to do the crossroads on Cena or pin Cena 1, 2, 3. He comes out with Travis Scott. Maybe Travis Scott tries to attack Cody again. I hope Travis Scott gets his receipt after the Elimination Chamber punch to Cody Rhodes, giving him his black eye. But I think it's going to be more than just a simple 1, 2, 3 one-on-one, especially with the whole team corporate trademark being a thing. So I think The Rock got something up his sleeve with this match. So the person I think that's going to win this match is John Cena. I think he is going to make the 17-time world championship reign, but it's going to be with the help of The Rock. It just doesn't make sense for Cena to lose this match against Cody or go into Backlash, because why would you sell your soul just to lose? And plus, John Cena's retiring at the end of the year, so we already know John Cena would eventually drop the title as it gets closer. Maybe it's part of a storyline, maybe he won't, but I could see John Cena defending the title against Randy Orton one-on-one at Backlash in Randy Orton's hometown. I could see John Cena talking shit for as long as he can. We'll just see, but I hope John Cena wins because he deserves that 17th title, but it also makes sense storyline wise why John Cena should win. And plus, Cody Rhodes' reign has kind of just been there right now. It's kind of been lackluster as of recent, so John Cena turning heel made it even more exciting. So those are my predictions for WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. I will be doing review videos on both of these nights, so make sure you're staying tuned for that and subscribe to the channel for it. Comment below if you're going to Las Vegas for WrestleMania, or if you're watching it at home, just comment down below what you think and if you're excited to watch it. But if you haven't done so, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. We will be at Las Vegas for WrestleMania, so make sure you guys follow us so you can check out our upcoming vlogs and reviews of the show. I'll also be doing a breakdown of On Locations, which is what I use to book my tickets, and a really cool priority pass experience, so I'll let you guys know if it's worth it based on the money and the experience that I get. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.